Recent rulings in France into religious offences have provoked claims that in the eyes of the courts, not all faiths are really equal. RT's Marina Kosareva has been to Paris to investigate further.
Two similar cases at first glance, yet two completely different verdicts. So what gives? Let's look at the facts. 9 women from the feminist movement Femen stormed the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris last year to celebrate the resignation of Pope Benedict XVI. As usual, they were topless and shouting profanities. These actions resulted in charges of property damage.
This is the cathedral which the girls desecrated. Even though a huge bell was damaged and the church had to be rededicated, Femen were not only cleared of all charges, but got 1,500 euros each in compensation. It was actually the security guards who were found guilty for manhandling them while dragging them out.
It's a different story some 8,000 kilometers southeast of Paris, in the French territory of Mayotte, where a drunken bet on New Year's Eve went horribly wrong for a group of friends who thought it would be fun to leave a pig's head outside the mosque. The trio were charged with incitement to hatred, violence or discrimination because of religious affiliation. And just a week after Femen were acquitted, this group was convicted, fined, and some received prison sentences.
It was a special case because the case took place in Mayotte. 95% of population are Muslims.
Some would argue the majority of Parisians are Catholic, but that didn't make a difference in the Femen case, for example.
The explanation is political. Femen have a judiciary protection for ideological reason. In France, we have double standards. If you attack Christianism, it's a free expression. If you attack Islamism, it's Islamophobia. 50 years ago, there were only 4 mosques in France for 1 million Muslims. Now we have about 8 million Muslims and almost 3,000 mosques. Public authorities are very afraid of a civil war, so they prefer to sue Catholics or anti-Islamic militants than Islamic, because they're very afraid of this new phenomena.
The lawyer of the convicted trio has lodged an appeal based on the fact that blasphemy and sacrilege are not criminal offences in France. But even he believes that holy places need to be better protected.
French penal code need this kind of incrimination. I think that it's totally necessary to have penalty against person who come in cathedral. In mosque, it's strictly the same.
And this kind of separation tends to create divisions, which encourage anger, and that's why people want the justice system to be fair to all, regardless of religion. Marina Kosareva, RT, Paris.